Just a minute. Oh, hey love, it's you. Come on in. I'm Stacy, aka Riqochet Rose, and welcome to your July 2019 Tarot and Oracle card reading. Keep in mind that these videos are only general, and of course, if you get your own tarot card reading right now, it's only $10 per question, so you can email me at RiqochetRoseTarot@gmail.com for that. Also, I want to send a thank you shout out to my friend S. Smith for reminding me to remind you to check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well if this video does not resonate with you. I have a link down to cafeastrology.com. If you have no idea how to get your other signs, you can find that out underneath the description box. All right, love, let's get on to your July 2019 Tarot and Oracle card reading. But first, we will be looking at your horoscope from Cosmopolitan Magazine's July 2019 issue, and these horoscopes are by Jake Register. So, Gemini, you might be dragged down by work at the start of July, but don't let that ruin your plans. Get that paper now, and you can play even harder once Leo season starts. Just resist the impulse to blow your paycheck when the direct deposit hits. Hey, love, interested in personalized keychain made by me for only $5? Check out that eBay link down below underneath the description box or pinned in the comment section. So Gemini, if you have stuck with me so far, will you please do me a favor and hit that like button? I would so appreciate it. And if you know a fellow Gemini, would you please go ahead and share this video with them? There could be some messages that could definitely resonate with the Gemini that you know as well. All right, so this is your general reading for the month of July 2019. And for the overall energy I pulled was the Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Three of Pentacles in reverse is about competition and lack of cooperation within a group. All right, so for some of you, this can be speaking about a job. You know, at work, there could be a situation where you have to work with your coworkers that you're not liking so much. You don't like their ideas. You don't want to do it. Or it can be vice versa, them feeling the same way about you, or they feel that way about you and you're completely fine. Now, for you, I pulled the Three of Cups in reverse. The Three of Cups in reverse is about too many strained relationships, too many people in one place. Again, this can still be speaking to a work situation, but this can also speak to a love situation as well, which we will do the love reading in a few moments. Now, the love situation can deal with third-party situations, third-party, or even more people. The obstacle here is the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is moving too quickly toward a goal. So if we're speaking in a work sense, this can be a situation where you're feeling like you're being pushed too quickly into working with people. Perhaps your ideas are a little bit rushed and they feel that way, or you feel like their ideas are a little bit rushed. Or if this is a relationship sort of thing and you're finding out that you're in a third party situation or you started a third party situation, somebody in the situation probably wants to go to the next step, get engaged, have a more serious relationship with you, or maybe this is you feeling this way and perhaps it's too fast. It's one of those things of you just found out you were in a third party situation, or you know you're like the pimp in this third party situation. How is it going to work out with people that you want to be with? How can you have a serious relationship with people if you don't even want to be with one person? So, you know, it's basically saying too quickly, too quickly. So either way, whether this is a business thing or a romantic thing, it's time to stop, slow down, and think. Take a breather. And then think about what you should do. And think about if you're the person that is rushing towards something, slow down a minute and think to yourself, if I do this right now without properly planning this, what can the end results be? Will it be negative? Will it be positive? Now, the advice here, I pulled the Magician, and the Magician card is usually about manifesting, but the advice here for the Magician would be to have self-love, be self-aware, and have confidence in either situation. Rather this is dealing with your job, rather this is dealing with a relationship. Because if you have self-love, if you are self-aware, if you have confidence, you won't be in a third-party situation. That'll be very simple for you to say, you know what? I don't deserve this. If this is a job situation where you could be moving too quickly toward something at the job, maybe it's a situation of you're trying too hard. And it's saying have self-love, have self-awareness, have confidence, but get more information, okay? Now the best outcome for July, Nine of Cups, my favorite card. This is wish fulfillment and gratitude. But I will say, in the end, if you do all of these things, it's going to turn out okay. It really, really is. So it looks like, I have to say, you're probably like the only sign so far that's had like a July that was like, starting off kind of, but it ends up okay. The Nine of Cups card is the best card to get in the outcome. You are going to be fine, whatever your situation is. Now, I did pull some oracle cards for you. And the first oracle card that came out for you is Mouse. It says you're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. Again, this actually reflected in your tarot card reading as far as the Eight of Wands, moving too quickly toward a goal. Now, in the book, it says pay closer attention to other people's body language, how they move, their gestures, facial expressions, and general posture. When you focus not only on what individuals are saying, but also their body language, you'll find that you have considerably more information that you can use to understand what they're really communicating. For body language typically reveals far more about people than what they're verbally expressing. Sit back wherever there are people around and simply observe for a while. Look to see if what others say is congruent with their body language and watch for any discrepancies. In other words, don't always take people at their word. Also, pay closer attention to agreements and contracts right now. Take your time to completely understand any agreement, finding out as much as you can by asking questions and consulting friends and experts to get their advice. Be careful, however, not to get bogged down in too much detail. Walk the fine line between scrutinizing a contract, verbal ones included, for an inordinate amount of time, thus remaining stuck in indecisiveness due to your need to be 100% certain that you've covered everything and rushing into something impulsively and reflectively based on emotional appeal. That is so interesting because that is basically what the Eight of Wands in your obstacle section was saying as far as your tarot card reading, the Eight of Wands showing up. And it's just saying you need to slow down, get more information. Now is not the time to take people at their word. You know, you need to find out is this really what this means? Read those contracts. Don't make assumptions and rush into something that could not be favorable to you. Now, the second card that came out for you is surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. All right, so by you being a Gemini, you know, not every Gemini is the same because we have different moons and Venus and rising in our charts that, you know, make us different. I'm a Pisces, but I'm just speaking for, you know, other Geminis, so you may not all be the same, but generally Geminis have this energy of it's not controlling, but it's one of those things of if I don't have control of the situation, I feel like I failed. And that's understandable because there's certain things that you want to happen and it's like, why isn't it happening? And really Spirit is telling you to relax, okay? Just calm down. We'll get there, but it's just some steps that has to be taken before we can get this to you. So you have to really just surrender your attachment to results and just let it be. You know, if it's going to be, it's going to be. What's meant to be will be yours. If not, hey, you can't control everything. You know, you might have tried, it didn't work out. That's fine. Let's move on. Now, the last card here is Bethany. And Bethany says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. Oh my gosh, I'm so getting a pedicure this month, I'm telling you. But definitely, Gemini, if you've been working too hard, if you've been thinking too hard, if this has been something that has really been stressing you out, it is time to give yourself a treat day. I don't care what that is. As long as it's something that will have you in a relaxing energy and kind of get your energy more in a positive vibration, then it is definitely worth taking that break. Hey love, interested in a $10 personalized mug made by me? You can choose your color, your design, and your font with this cup. Just go ahead and check out that eBay link down below underneath the comment section or underneath the description box. All right, Gemini, so welcome to your love reading. Now, these messages will resonate with Geminis that are in relationships or just dating someone they're connected with, or even, of course, cross watchers. And also keep in mind that you can be on either side of the spectrum here. So if I'm saying, Gemini, you're doing this, and you're thinking to yourself, well, actually my person, well, then, this is pre-recorded. Just flip it, okay? All right, there's too many of you to just nail it down to one situation, and my tarot cards are, once again, only $10. So get yours if you like the specifics on your spirit guides messages. All right, so enough of all that. The theme of your situation, Gemini, with your person is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is someone that is dominant, and they speak the truth. They speak it in a way where it's like an authority figure. Like, it's like, well, damn, that kind of sucked that's the truth. It kind of sucks how he said it, but it's the truth, so I can't really be mad at him. One of those type of energies. So one of you or both of you are actually getting to that point. Now, Gemini, for you, I pulled the Three of Wands. Now, in your general reading, I pulled threes before. So with this reading, I definitely call third party situation. All right. It won't be like that for everybody, of course, but there are too many threes popping up in your reading around this time for July. So the Three of Wands is usually a card of looking to the future. All right, looking to the future and definitely focused on what you're going to do from this point to get there. All right, so for your person, I pulled the Justice card in reverse. Now, the Justice card in reverse is about someone refusing to take responsibility for something they could have done in the situation. Perhaps this third party could have been on their part, or they feel that you've done something wrong to them and they're just not seeing the part that they played in it. Now, the obstacle here is the Three of Cups in reverse. And again, too many people in one place. Somebody has someone, this kind of makes me think that even if this is not a third party as far as cheating going on, this kind of makes me feel like you might have a friend, a nosy friend, or your person may have a nosy friend that's giving advice, and it's like, would you mind your business? It might be too many people just in your relationship, in this connection, and that could be something that is boggling the relationship down. All right, so this can actually be somebody on their side as well. All right, so the advice is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is the advice saying, you know what? Go for the family, go for stability, go for that balance. All of that other stuff, it can be gone. Work this out. It can be worked out. There's potential, but it seems like there's a lot of ego here within this reading too. Now, as for your outcome in this situation, most possible outcome, I pulled the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is about feeling burdened. A lot of times when this is an outcome, it's about feeling burdened and putting the burden down. So for some of you Geminis, you'll either just feel burdened and just kind of feel like you have to keep going with this relationship, or you'll be putting this relationship down. Maybe not for good, but at least for now. Because with your person, I pulled the Ten of Cups in reverse, and this person is feeling stuck in the connection. Like, they're stuck in a connection. It's a happy connection to people on the outside maybe, but inside there's just this one thing that is bothering them about this relationship, and they just cannot get over it. And it's probably because you guys have to have a conversation about it. But the other potential outcome with the Ten of Cups, this can be someone leaving, so either both of you will decide to do this, or one of you will decide to leave. But either way, if you both decide to stay, the mutual outcome is the Empress in reverse, and the Empress in reverse is about destroying instead of creating. So for that to be an outcome, it's like sticking together with someone, and it's just going to get worse. So it seems like a conversation needs to happen. If the conversation does not happen, then a break is very much needed, because this looks like whatever has happened, it's created quite an effect. If this has not happened yet, this is a fair warning to try to block this from happening. Of course, if this is going to happen, most of you probably already are in line for that, and you recognize it coming, and you can take this warning. But for others, just know that you don't want to feel burdened the rest of your July. It's best to just talk things out. Even though people are like, I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk. No, it's best to just talk things out and get rid of it. I've learned in spirituality that the things that we keep on going through. For example, when you keep meeting the same type of person. Why do I keep meeting the same type of person? I keep meeting the same type of woman, the same type of man. They're doing this to me and that to me. And it's because Earth is our school. If you keep on failing the class, what do you have to do? You have to repeat it. You're going to have a new set of students. You may have a new teacher, but you're going to repeat the same lesson. So if your hang up is confrontation, talking to people, speaking with people in a gently having this attitude of agree to disagree, that's something you may want to work on, because this will come back. All right, so definitely try to put this in a more positive energetic zone. All right, so I did pull some romance angel cards advice for you. And the first card that came out for you is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So I believe that this card is for the Geminis that are not willing to compromise or in the first reading, the general reading, you got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse is competition, lack of cooperation within a group. So perhaps it could be speaking to allow that person to help you, only if you feel intuitively that this person should, if it is a person or other people. The other card that came out for you is give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Now in your couples spread, it did say the Ten of Pentacles was your advice card, and this is, seek that stability, seek that foundation with this person. It definitely is worth a shot, but it's not going to happen if you both have this stubborn type of energy, or if you both are not willing to cooperate. But it keeps on coming up in your reading, so I want to say that for the most part, it could be a lot of Geminis being the ones that do not want to kind of compromise in this situation. And it seems like if that's the case, it could be you holding this up. Thank you so much for coming to see me today, and I do hope the messages helped you. I hope you have subscribed, because I would love to see you again. Take care, love.